So for our next part, we're going to create a new row component and then basically move all the logic in there. So again, training for those components, create a new Lego row component. So new file, Lego set row, because per set we're going to have one row. The JavaScript, RCE, Lego set row. Let's do it capitalized. All right. Now, we have most of the things we need, so now we can just copy paste what we already have, but we're going to have to change some things. So copy paste the whole TR part, and you can cut it from there. Ignore the errors on the right side, of course, for now. We have one issue now. How are we going to pass our data through it? Now, we're going to do that through props. So props is an argument, the properties that you pass along in that function. Later, when we will call the Lego in here, let's do it here. It's called Lego set row. So normally we can call it like this. The problem is that Lego set row is not unique. You're going to call the same function each time. So we need to make it unique by passing in a set of data for each individual instance of that component. So how do we do that? We pass along a what we call an attribute, as it were. So we're going to call it set because it's logical. And we're going to pass along this one, as you can see. So we're going to loop over the list and then call, or at least create, a Lego set row component for each individual member of that list. Back to our row. Now in props, set is not known. Now where is set located? Well, props.set.id. Now in that props, every attribute is available. So let's say, again, my name is Mike. To make sure that this is very silly, if I add a property called Mike, and I'm going to call it teacher, which is a value you're peer passing along. Mike is a new attribute that you can access here by calling props.mike. It might look silly, but it really shows you that the name of the attribute is completely up to you. Okay, it just might be a bit confusing that we use 2 times set here. So again, I'm gonna clear that one. I'm gonna finish the row component by updating everything. I can place props in before here everywhere, just like I did here, but it gets a bit long. And again, I'm a lazy developer, so I want you to be as efficient as possible. And like I said, this is modern JavaScript, so we're going to use modern techniques. We've learned in the previous lessons what destructing is. Destructing is getting elements out of an array or out of an object by using the brackets or the square brackets or the curly brackets. For now, props, let's say we only want the set object out of here. Well, we can do that. Props is passed along anyway, so we can say, you know what we pass along is an object, and I only want set from that. And now we automatically have extracted that attribute and everything works again. Let's clear the errors for now. And we don't have a unique key prop because the key prop is on TR. So the key we're going to remove and going to be placed on, we are going to place on the actual row here. So the key we're going to be placing in here. Let's save. So now each Lego set row is passed along with their data, has a unique key. So React knows which one to edit or remove or add based on this unique key. And the set row, we have a very clean TR row with all the data extracted from here. So now we have learned how to create new components with data, with styling, passing the data along through other components. We are almost done with the basics of the components in here. The last thing that we're going to do for now is add a button that updates our list, and to give you a little glimpse of how a state works. State and hooks are going to be handled in the next coding along session, where we are going to be creating an interactive story path.